guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. If you guys have a vehicle with a 2.4 Multi-Air engine guys, this engine is being used in Dodge Dart, Jeep Cherokee guys, Chrysler 200, Jeep Renegade, Compass and even Fiat 500X guys. We'll show you how to remove the oil pan. If you need to remove guys your oil pan, if the oil pan is leaking oil or anything like that, we'll show you how to do that today. We'll guys have probably more than 200 videos on that engine guys today. On that engine and this car and every car we get at the shop. So please guys, subscribe to the channel. Our mission is to save you guys as much money as we can. So subscribe, like the video guys, and if you have any questions, let us know. Let's start on it now and show you how to remove that oil pan. So first guys, we jack the front end of the car up. We use jack stands. Always you have to use jack stands guys, never ever rely on the jack itself. Why? Because if you do guys, if something fails, the car is going to fall on you. Okay, so we have the jack stand on this side as well. Both of the tires are up in the air and ready for the oil pan removal now. So first step guys, okay, we're going to go ahead, get underneath the vehicle now, and we need to remove the engine cover, okay, excuse me, underneath. So we have a 10mm socket guys on the impact, and we're going to remove it now. We have a few bolts holding it in place, 2 in the back. We should have two towards the sides, 1 on each side. Okay, 1 on this side right here, I can see it clearly. Okay, perfect. And then we just have 3 more on the front guys. Perfect, and that engine cover came out, okay, like that, and we're ready for the next step. Okay, so we're going to drain the oil, 13mm socket guys. Okay, removing the oil plug now. Make sure that the oil is cold, because on hot oil you can burn yourself severely. Okay, you see while we're taking our engine apart too. This is a water seized engine guys. Okay, as you can see, quite a bit of water came out and then oil. Somebody drove through high water. Okay, it's coming out now. We'll let it drain and we'll continue. Okay, we're going to install the oil drain plug. We'll just get it tight by hand because we'll remove the oil pan, but otherwise guys, get it tight, not to leave it for later, not to forget. We might even do that, so later when we put it together, just to remember that we got that thing tight. Perfect. And we'll continue with the next step. So, next step guys, okay, we need to go ahead and remove the bottom bracket for the AC compressor. Okay, this is 13mm socket or 1/2 inch works as well, so that's what we're doing now. Okay, you can see how long the bolt is. We're not going to remove the whole compressor, okay, we'll be removing just that bracket there. That's how long the bolt is now. Next, there is a few more bolts that hold the bracket, and they're part of the oil pan system as well. And this one guys will be okay, let's see what millimeter socket that is. Okay, it looks like it's a 13mm again guys. So actually it's a 12mm guys, 12. That will be very common to use 10, 12, 13 on this car. So we got those loose now. Okay, what we're going to do, we'll get a little impact, we're going to cheat a little bit, and we'll remove each one of them now. Okay, and there is one more. Okay, right there. And this one guys came out. Okay, you can see just like that. That bracket is out. Now we need to start removing all the bolts around the oil pan, and those will be tight, guys. Okay, they will be very tight. So we need to loosen each one of them. Okay, those are with 12 millimeter. The rest are with, most of them are with 10 millimeter. So 2 of them we have with 12. That's really long bolts, guys. These bolts are probably for the upper oil pan as well. Okay, now we need 10 millimeter socket. And we're going to remove the rest of the bolts from the oil pan. Trying to get a good view to see where we go. Now that oil pan, most of the times on newer vehicles, they don't even have a gasket, guys. They have a gasket maker silicone, and all the parts and tools, guys, that we use, you can find them, and we'll have the links in the description of the video below for your convenience, so please check it out. Okay, this one came out as well. Now we're towards the crankshaft pulley there, around that area. I would recommend to work on cold engine, because if you're working on hot engine, guys, you can severely burn yourself. So this one is a little bit tight fit there, but you can remove the bolt. It will just take a little bit of getting around it. Okay, I think we should be out with all the bolts now. Okay, let's see if we have anything else holding, or that will be all of it. So we will get a flathead screwdriver. It's important not to bend the oil pan too much, but you can get here and there a little bit, okay, and just pry it down. If you bend it, it's metal, so you can straighten it if you need to put it together. But that gasket maker, guys, okay, that's unbelievable stuff. Okay, so even if we don't want to, it's still going to bend some. But the good thing is you can bend it back, lay it on straight and everything up before you install it. Okay, it came loose a little bit on this side, but we definitely need to get somewhere else so we can pry on it a little bit and move it out. Because that gasket maker, guys, it's unbelievable how strong that thing is. It's a high torque gasket maker. You can find, guys, the one that we use in the description of the video below. Okay, it's coming loose on the other side as well. All of a sudden it will pop, the whole thing will pop. But you just need to move a little bit here and there, and it's important not to hurt your aluminum block. Okay, that's very important. The oil pan, you can straighten it. You can also, guys, if something goes bad, you can install a new one, but careful not to scratch, okay, dent or crack the aluminum block, because if you crack it, guys, you're done. Okay, we almost went in a little bit, so let's go a little bit more in, hammer more. I saw the screwdriver going in. Okay, right there. Just have to select one spot and just keep working on that side, a little bit move to another side later. Okay, it's still holding on the back side a little bit. You can see the front is completely loose. Later you will need to reseal everything. I'll show you what we use, guys, for resealing. But you need to make sure that you clean the engine block and the oil pan before installation. So you think you almost had it, and then you have to mess with it another 5 minutes until it finally comes out. Okay, it's almost coming out now. Okay, we just need to get it out in an angle, I think. Okay, and the oil pan is out, guys. And that's what it looks like underneath. So this is, guys, the oil pan out of the car. That's how we removed it. Okay, let me show you what silicone we use, guys, for the gasket maker. We'll need to straighten this thing up with the pliers or just with a wood block and tap on it a little bit, and it will straighten itself, excuse me. We have water in the oil because somebody drove through high water and it's water seized engine, guys. Okay, you can see definitely not a good thing. So we'll be taking it apart and see what the damage is soon. This is, guys, the gasket maker that we're using, and usually you get a razor blade. Okay, this is amazing one, comes with a little and big one that you can use in tight spaces. And we're going to clean, okay, that's how we're going to clean your oil pan, your cylinder block. You're going to clean everything with rubbing alcohol, and later you just apply the ultra gray, guys, gasket maker maximum torque. This is amazing, and it's not very expensive at all. Check out the link in the description of the video. So putting it together is in reverse order. If you need, guys, the torque specs, we'll have it on the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.